Hey YouTube, it's Jerry D in Tennessee. I just want to talk about this stock. It's crazy stock. This is a very big spiker. This has been going crazy. A lot of people's talking about it. In case you haven't heard, let's change scenes here. All right, let's go back to here. HKD, AMTD Digital Incorporated. So this is on OTC markets. It won't be on OTC markets. Let's go back over here. So this stock, just on today, the price of that stock, today's low was $668, okay? But it jumped up to $2,555.30. What in the world is going on with this stock? This is like an initial public offer, and apparently it's went like ballistic. Now, if you're in this stock, congratulations. If you made a ton of money on it, I'm not personally in this stock. I heard about it after the fact, and this thing has been going. I mean, gone. So, $2,555.30 was the high for the day, and then it dropped down. This is not an accurate chart compared to what Yahoo shows. It dropped a little bit before the close. It ended up at $1,679 from $2,555. So, I don't know, man. This is crazy. Be careful about these because it may come down. Watch the chart. Watch the price action. My nose is itching. Somebody's going to visit me. But I love to see these things. So here's the 52-week range from $13.52 to $2,555.30. Now that's just insane. It's got a $310 billion market cap. I don't know what the catalyst is on this. I'm probably just going to see pumpers on Twitter, but we'll go out there and look at Twitter just to be. I just want to make this quick because I don't know anything about the company. I just know that it's been spiking, and I've had my real job keeping me busy, so I'm not in this baby. Is it? No. Let's not do this. I want to be on search. $sign. HKD. Let's see who's talking about this. Who's pumping this thing? Ran from $17 to $900 plus and didn't have a single halt or the buy button removed. Also ran 10,000% with a single month with 170% institutional ownership. This is stock history, folks. This is a historical, this is an initial offering, and this stock has just gone ballistic overnight. Now, I'm going to keep a watch on it and see if it holds its price. I don't know what the deal is. I watched a few YouTube channels, and I think a lot of people, like somebody right here is down in this shit company with 51 employees, no financials available. Yeah, I mean, there's no information on this. IPO'd out of fucking nowhere. Excuse my language. I usually don't talk like that. I'm just reading what they posted here. Sorry about that. Nowhere around the same time of the split it in and went to 1 billion to nearly 200 billion market cap. One of the underwriters of the IPOs is Loop Capital Markets, which has shown itself in several due diligences with ties to the Citadel. Corporate office for Loop Capital and Citadel are 4-minute walk from one another Chicago. You can't short it. You can't play options. It hasn't had the buy button shut off, and it hasn't had any notable halts. This is such an obvious pump and dump for collateral using Chinese shell company. Who's pumping it though? Who's pumping it? It seems like a massive scam. Who's pumping? No, I don't. I've not seen anybody. Nobody's saying it's going to go to $1,000 in 6 weeks or anything like that. I've not seen anything. It's like the stock come out of nowhere, unless it's foreign markets has traded the stock and made the price go up. But there's a lot of people tweeting. It's like they're like scratching their head, like, "What's up with this stock?" Wait a minute, something ain't right. Hold up. I mean, I don't know. Okay, Tim C. Bowman, he's kind of like good buddies with Tim. He's got stocks to trade. He does a lot of stocks to trade videos. I guess he's like the owner of the company or part owner or something like that. So if you are ever like maybe Finwit isn't totally worthless, there are peeps tweeting about the fundamentals financials of $ HKD like that was anything to do with anything. So he can't believe it spiked. I mean, it's like, I don't know. I don't know. It's not like, so HKD has a larger market cap than McDonald's, MCD, Bank of America, BAC, Morgan Stanley, MS, and many others. Unusual whales. HKD, which joined the market on 7/15, is up 5,954% in the last month. The bot sent out one stock alert on 7/18. It is now up huge. One share on 7/18 costs $31. It has peaked at 11.05. So 3,100 on 7/18 becomes $110,500. So they're saying if you bought into $31, I'm not sure if I'm quite following that. I don't see how they could do that. $31. I guess if you did the math. So on 31, so $3,100 on 7/18. Oh, he's saying if you paid $31 on 7/18, it peaked at 11.05, so it went to $3,100, and then it jumps to $110,500. Some people's probably made money on this. It just shows how volatile the stock market can be in some of these stocks. I mean, this was an initial public offering, and there's a lot of people was like, what in the world's going on? Just remember, if you're buying names for the next HKD, flip a coin and let me know. So, all right, so this is not the time to buy this stock now, because you should have got into it when it first got offered. I'm sure people have jumped out of the stock as the prices went up. I don't know what all the hype is about it, though. So if you go out here, there's the market cap right there, 310,691,151,045. Crazy insane. So today, this is August 2nd, 2022. Today's high and low was 668.01 was the low. $2,555.30 was the high. From $600 to $2,555. That is insane. The share volume was 351,203. The previous close was 742. So it's insane. It's crazy. I don't know. But I mean, this is hot on Twitter right now. There's a lot of people tweeting about this. There's people on YouTube. Matt Kors has created a video about this. I just watched his video. He's like, this is just insane. He said he wasn't in the stock either. He was just kind of watching it go up, and it kept going, and he just said, he also said the same thing. Matt Kors said the same thing as what I said. He said, be careful because the stock may come down. It can come down and probably will. I don't know. It could hold. I don't know. I don't know anything about the company. The summary, let's see the summary. Summary's not telling me nothing. It's pretty much what we were just looking at. I don't know anything about the company. I looked it up on OTC Markets. There's no business description on it. News, press releases. I don't think there's any press releases. AMDT 21 hours ago. Well, maybe so. Thank you note to the investors on our response to the latest ADS price performance. Announced a successful price initial public offering on July 15th with pre-green shoe market capitalization. So I guess there's some people's been in it, but it was off my radar. It probably showed up on some scanners this week. If you were running stock scanners, I mean, it's like a toss of a coin, like at one Twitter post, a toss of a coin. It can go up, it may come down. You just don't know. You don't know. I don't know what all the excitement is because there's nobody saying anything about this company's doing this and this and this and this. They're talking about the price climbing, and that's all I can see. So let's see here. New York and Singapore and Hong Kong. One of the most comprehensive one-stop digital solution platforms in Asia announced the pricing of its initial public offering of 16 million American depository shares, every 5 ADS, representing 2 Class A ordinary shares. But I don't know about the company or the history or what do they do? They say it's a one-stop digital solution. Maybe they're well known in Asia, Taiwan, China, Japan. Maybe they're like the Netflix of Asia or something. My guess is there was a lot of foreign trading. From what I've been seeing, though, it looks like it's took some people by surprise. I'm sure some of the Timothy Sykes people and stocks to trade people probably saw it on the scanner, probably jumped in, and I'm sure they made money on this stock. I've seen some tweets where people say it's nothing but a shell. Pre-green shoe market capitalization. Represents the second unicorn under AMTD Group Company Limited. Yeah, there's nothing about, do they have a website? Copy email address. Let's try something. It's interesting. Maybe there's maybe only certain people knew about this stock coming out. Let's go over here, open up a new window. The site can't be reached. amtdglobalmarkets.com. So they don't have a website. So I don't know. I have no idea. I do know that it's causing a lot of traffic on Twitter. A lot of people's tweeting about this. Like they just come out of the blue, and it's a $2,000 stock all of a sudden in one day, or actually in about a week or so, about a week of trading or so, a little over. No, more like 2 weeks, I guess it is. It was the 15th, and this is. Yeah, it's been about 2 weeks. This is August 2nd, so it's been about 2 weeks that this stock's been out there, and it's just went like crazy, insane. Just on the day is 937%, which is just crazy. I mean, it hit a peak. Right here's the peak of 2,555.30. I blew this screen up so it'll be easier to see, and it looks like you will be able to see it. But and then it drops back down. It comes down. People that was in here that was buying at 2,555, they're holding the bag right now. So they're hoping it's going to go up higher, maybe $3,000, $3,100 or something like that. They could jump out. But somebody's in here at $2,555.30. Somebody's in there at that price. So you got to watch it. The ideal place to be in this guy right here, this stock, is to be right in here where it's like below $100. And then when it started going up like this, as it's climbing, you want to be getting out. You don't want to be up here at the peak. You don't want to buy in the peak, because you're going to be right here, $16.79, when you might have paid $2,555.30 for the stock, and then you're holding the bag. You can't get out of it without losing any money. So you're going to hold it. Somebody's holding this thing until it hits a higher price than that. It hits a higher high. So be careful with these stocks. They are out there. It can happen. It'll happen so fast. You just got to get your timing right. You got to catch it right. Usually, though, somebody's pumping this thing, saying this company does this and this and this. This is going to be a big thing. This is going to be the next craze. But this just called a lot of people. A lot of this stuff is I don't know. I don't know what they do. I don't know if it says digital solutions. Maybe they stream movies. I have no idea. Or, maybe they're in the metaverse. Wait a minute. Somebody did stock twits. All right. So AMTD acquires L Official as launching metaverse-ready virtual clothing. Oh, okay. This company's in the metaverse. This is going to be like in the part Web 3. Some of the new virtual reality sites and stuff, and where you can buy cars and clothes. Okay, so that's what all the excitement's about. Wow. So maybe that's why people's going crazy about this, because of the Web 3, all the hype about Web 3. Anyway, it caught me by surprise. I've seen some tweets about it. Some people I'm following that was talking about it, but they're like, this stock come out of nowhere, and it's like, see right here? This is mostly what I'm seeing is negative stuff. People's like, this is a shell stock. This is, be careful because this is just insane. Somebody's pumping it somewhere. I don't know. I have no idea. It may not be a pump. The people that's in the know about this thing may be buying in this. This might be, the whales might know about this. This is part of the metaverse, that they're going to be a big player, and they're buying in while the price is low, and they're waiting for the retail guys to pump the stock on up. I mean, you can't never tell. I'd say the whales probably hear about it first. The market makers and the funds, the people that have hedge funds and stuff hear about it first, and they may be jumping in early to Maybe this thing's going to be bigger than Amazon. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm going to be watching it though. Somebody here, All Seeing Eye. This is AMC though. Will reach 20,000 a share minimum if they've been talking about AMC. I'm getting to wonder if that's ever going to happen. The hedge funds, they own the computers that's doing this trading and naked shorts and all this, and they kind of are controlling this stuff. I don't know. I don't know about that. Somehow this moved. How did this move? I don't know how it moved, but I lost my place. I did lose my place. Can I go back? Yeah, right here. All right. Actually hold, we hit 100,000. See, we went from like over $50 a share to like what is AMC right now? Let's jump off. Let's digress for AMC for a second. I mean, this has been going on for what, over a year, 2 years maybe, and now we're down to $16. What was a 52-week high? $52.79. Okay, from $9.70 to $52.79. I mean, they've been hollering this is going to be hitting $1,000, $100. The truth is, you don't know. It depends on the investors who's buying the stock. That's what's determining the price. So I don't know if this is ever going to happen, this short squeeze. There's been too much. I wonder if a lot of the activity's just been from the pump of everybody, all the hype over it. And I do not wish anything bad on AMC. I'm not trying to down the stock or anything, but I don't know if it's going to hit what a lot of people are tweeting or claiming it's going to hit. To me, I think it's a decent stock to hold. I don't think they're not paying out any dividends, but I mean, if you play the dips on this, and I've done a little bit of that. I've bought in, and then I've bought in the dips, and then I've sold in the peaks, and then when they come back down, I bought in. I've swung it a little bit, and actually, it's probably a longer period like this. But, well, my account is a cash account, so I have to wait about 3 days for my money to clear before I can do anything else. And usually it'll take it, a little bit to come back up, back down. So, I mean, I'm not getting rich off of it. So, but a lot of people really believe it's going to pump. I mean, it's going to go bonkers, but I don't think it's going to do what this other stock's done. This is just insane. Let's go back to summary. Is that the one that had the chart? Yeah, that had the chart. That's just insane. That right there. That is insane, folks. I mean, to see a stock, that's a beautiful chart. But you, again, like I said, you don't want to be up here in this peak, and that number's wrong. That number should be 2,555, 2,555, and I don't understand why these guys, these charts don't get the prices right. I mean, the data, I know the data's in the database in the computer on what the trading prices were. They can get a peak price off what the trades were. It's all recorded and kept for historical records. But anyway, that's beside the point. You don't see a stock do this after the first initial public offering like this. I don't think Peloton didn't do that. And there was a lot of pre public offering news and publicity. Peloton had all kinds of stuff. Peloton didn't do this. Did it? Did Peloton do this? It's not been out that long. Let's look at Peloton stock. Am I saying this right? Am I saying this right? Peloton stock. Peloton. Is that right? Peloton? Equity? No. I can't even remember now. Peloton. No. I can't remember. I'm tired. I've worked all day. Yeah, I apologize, but I don't what the Peloton. Oh, Peloton. This is driving me crazy. Peloton, profit after latest. Peloton. Peloton. Is it P-E-L-L, Peloton? Peloton. Let's see what Peloton is. One year. $120. Peloton. Is it the same thing? You know what I'm talking about, the exercise bikes. Peloton. Peloton. P-E-L-L. This is frustrating me. Peloton. Exercise bike company. That didn't come up with anything, did it? PLC. P-E-L-L. Is it P-E-L-L? Peloton. Connect bike. You'll see it. All right, well. Peloton. Peloton. Ah, come on, copy that word. I'm misspelling it. You son of a gun. That's not what I want. I want Peloton. Peloton. Alright. This is driving me nuts. Fresh window. Finance. Come on, paste. Peloton. It was Peloton Interactive. Okay. So no, Peloton did not. And they had, sorry for all that. Putting me through all that, it was frustrating me. Like I said, my mind this time of day, I'm an IT person. I work on software, writing software. My mind's shutting down. All right. So So Peloton, they never hit anything like that, and they had all kinds. I mean, they were talking about this thing like weeks, months before they even did the initial product offering, and it didn't do nothing like that. It shot up when it first come out. I mean, it shot up, but it didn't hit $2,555. It hit $162.72. So, I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. Anyway, sorry about dragging that out. Again, I apologize. I'm tired. It's been a long day, but I want to make the video talk about this stock. Again, the stock, if you want to keep an eye on it, is HKD. There's no descriptions about it or anything that I can find. I tried to bring up the website, and there wasn't anything about the website. It's like a ghost company just come out of nowhere, and then bam, it's like, I don't know why people are so excited about it. There's a lot of people on Twitter's just like, this has got to be fake, because there's not been any pumps. There's not been any news stories released on Bloomberg. I don't know. Market Watch. I don't know. It's insane. It's insane, but it's a beautiful chart. Somebody made money the past few weeks. Somebody's made some money. Somebody's been in here. Somebody got in this stock on the cheap, and then got out of here. Somebody sold at 6 or 2,000. Again, this chart is wrong. And this is NASDAQ. So I don't know. Either Yahoo's wrong or NASDAQ's wrong. One of them's wrong on the top price, the peak price. So anyway, it's crazy. I just want to make a quick video about this, talk about it. Just be careful. I would not jump in at this price now, because this thing is so high. It could drop back down. It could drop down down to $700 from, what did it close at? 1750, 16 something. It could drop down below $1,000 as fast as it jumped. So be careful out there. The peak is spiked between 11:15 a.m. and 1:45. That is a short amount of time for that price. Somebody did some lunchtime trading, and my guess is somebody's bought way back in here, and they tweeted, and a lot of people that's following this person bought into this thing as he was selling his stock. This stock went up, and some people are stuck right here at this right here now. And as people were trying to get out, some people may have been back in here and they were getting out, and as they were selling out, the prices dropped, and then it leveled off right here, started trading sideways. So we'll see what the rest of the week is. This is August 2nd, 2022. Let's see what the rest of this does for the rest of the month. I mean, that's the ballistic. That's just insane price action on the stock. So anyway, congratulations on anybody that's made money on this. I hope that nobody's watching my channel got stuck in this stock, because I'm sure there's somebody in here that's paid top price for this stock, and they're hoping it's going to go on up, and they're going to be holding it for a while until it goes up. It may, if that one tweet that I saw, if it's tied to the Metaverse and the Web 3, this might be one of the major players for Web 3.0. Only time will tell. I'm going to keep an eye on it. We'll see what happens. See if the price. Let's see if its price goes down or if it stays stable. If it goes up, it'd be crazy if it keeps going up. It would be insane if it keeps going up. But the way the past few years on the stock market, some of these stocks, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. It really wouldn't surprise me. Anyway, I hope everybody's having a good week, a good day. Keep everything real. Keep your lights on. Keep roof over your head. Keep food on the table. Be responsible if you're trading stocks. I don't want to see anybody get stuck. I mean, like I said, somebody's probably stuck at $2,500 on this thing, and I wouldn't want to be the person that's in there like that much a share. But that's a big chunk of money. If you're buying several shares, that's a lot of money. Somebody's got some deep pockets to do that. So somebody with deep pockets are investing in this stock, is all I can say. Somebody with very deep pockets are buying into the stock for that price to go up. And there's some people with some shallow pockets have gotten deeper pockets now, because they got in this thing early and they sold, and they got in on the cheap and then sold when it come up, and bam. That's just insane. So no halts, nothing. No warnings, no halts from the SEC. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, just want to bring this to your attention. I'm going to keep an eye on it. it's on my watch list. So we'll see what happens with this stock. But I hope everybody has a good week. Have a good night. Have a profitable week, and just be cautious with your trading. And we'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye. Bella's got to be right up under me, don't you, Bella? Oh, my word. Cloudy day, looks like it may rain. Clouds out over the valley. East Tennessee Valley. And Bella, she's just happy to be around.